Good morning, everyone. I wanted to share something that I learned during our general conference. Our church does a conference for the entire church as a worldwide, church, and it's televised on broadcasts on YouTube and online and TV, BYU TV, I think, and other networks. But one of the messages was Elder Uchtdorf, or former President Uchtdorf. He's one of my favorites. He talked about how important it is to have direction in life. And he talked about this study that was done, and I'm going to look it up because I can't wait to read about it, where they asked participants to walk in a straight line without any kind of orientation. And the results were that they ended up going in circles, some as close as 20 meters. And I thought, that's kind of interesting that they did first of all, that there was a study about that. And second of all, you know how they say, walking around in circles with no, goal in mind or whatever, that phrasing kind of does make sense. And I thought about that as a parent. So we are parents of exceptional children, and if we don't have a goal in mind, an end in mind for our children, then what is directing our path, right? And so I know for me, I want independence. I want my children to be happy and to live an independent life where they don't have to rely on others. That's really my ultimate goal. And if they have the pure joy that comes from, having faith in and having the gospel in their lives, that would be the cherry on top. And that's really the ultimate goal for all parents, is for their children to be happy, to have true happiness, not temporary happiness, right? And so what is the end goal for your child? So think about your child, whatever age they are, whatever developmental stage that they are at, and what is your ultimate goal for them? Not a short-term goal, but an ultimate goal, right? So another speaker spoke about when they were driving or learning how to drive, and they couldn't stay on on their lane. They were like swerving around, and their father stopped for a moment and said, "Listen, what are you doing? Like, you're just swerving all over the place." And they said, "Well, I'm looking at the hood of the car, He said, "I've been watching you." And I said, "You've been looking at the hood of the car, and you need to look ahead, like at the horizon, at, where you're going." And so when they followed that counsel, they were able to drive in a straight line. They were able to not be swerving all over the place. And I remember when I was in school, we learned about farmers and how they would plow the fields with oxen and how tedious and hard of a job that was. And but how remarkably straight the lines would be. And if the farmer kept his eyes on the horizon on a point, then their lines would be straight versus all zigzaggy and all that. So that is kind of a symbolism for life, is if we would remember to have focus, to focus on the ultimate goal. What is it that we want out of life as a parent? And what do we want for our children? So if we have that as our goal in mind each and every day, then we will attain that goal. Otherwise, we're just going to meander, and, our paths are going to be all zigzaggy instead of in a straight line. And when we have our lives directed in a straight line, we're going to be happier. We're going to be more successful. We're going to really see the fruits of our labors come to fruition. And so that is my challenge for you today. So think about the future. Think about what's ahead. And although we have daily challenges, and although there are things that we do have to handle today, in the grand scheme of things, I want you to focus on the future. All right, those are my thoughts for today. I hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. I started my day with the most beautiful young men and young women, and my day is just gonna be a good day. I can tell. Good luck on your journey as always, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.